Welcome to the Canadian Women in Ocean Industries Leadership Conference 2023. My name is Kelly, and this is the Diversity in the Blue Economy podcast with Gale Force Wins. And today we have a wonderful guest and someone I'm very honored to speak with, as you are the first woman vice president of Irving Shipbuilding. Am I correct in saying that?
Production, yes.
Yes, yeah. This is Nancy Lochhead, and I will get you to speak about your role with Irving.
Sure. So I've been with Irving for 19 years. So I started off in a junior engineering role, and I've worked my way up through multiple departments at the shipyard. So engineering, planning, I've been in the programs, business development, and most recently in the production side. So it's been a very rewarding career. But one of the things that we're really fortunate to have now is 10 years ago we announced the National Shipbuilding Strategy, and that's really served as a game changer for us and all our team members. So I still remember where I was sitting the day that was announced, and I remember the feeling that came over me was that we could settle here. Both myself and my husband work for Irving Shipbuilding, and it felt that we could raise our kids here and have a lifelong career here. So we've been really busy the past few years on the Arctic offshore and patrol ship fleet. So we're working on ships 4, 5, and 6 at the moment, and coming this August we'll start the Coast Guard variant, AOP 7, and then within just a couple of years we will start the Canadian Surface Combatant Program, so up to 15 of those. So really exciting times to be in the production environment, and I feel very proud to be the first female who's taken that position. And I really felt that I've had the support of the organization, of the team members through that, and lots more exciting things to come.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why we, of course, are so grateful that you are here for the Canadian Women in Ocean Industries Leadership Conference, and being able to speak with so many other like-minded individuals like yourself. So what is kind of the program entails that you were talking about with the shipbuilding? Tell us a little bit about the programs that you're doing.
Yeah, so right now we've been working in the Arctic Offshore Patrol Program for a few years. It was really the startup to the National Shipbuilding Strategy. So it was a non-combat vessel. We've come a long way. Right now we're in a continuous improvement cycle, looking to pull in schedule on those ships. We've really learned a lot along the way, but I think one of the biggest advantages we've had is we've really built that industry, which was the intent of the National Shipbuilding Strategy. So on the ship that we plan to deliver at the end of this summer, AOPS 4, we have a team that has been developed up through our shipyard. So they started in the trades, they started in supervision, and they're ship managers, area managers of those ships, and they're mostly almost all a Canadian team who've been developed through the yard. So to me, that ship specifically serves as what we really set up that National Shipbuilding Strategy for. It was to grow an economy in Canada with Canadians, to establish our careers for our lifetime, and hopefully much more to come behind us.
Yes, absolutely. And Irving Shipbuilding is obviously very involved with not only shipbuilding itself, but with the government, academia, and as well a bunch of the ocean industry. So anything that you're excited about for the future of Irving Shipbuilding with your role personally and as a company as a whole?
Yeah, so I think one of the excitements that we really have is Irving has invested a lot of time and resources into a lot of programs with different communities, with Indigenous communities, with our Black communities, with women. A lot of working with the colleges, universities to develop the talent that's really going to make this program successful. And what we're really starting to see is all that is starting to come to fruition. So we have a big team of apprentices on site now, and we're working to develop them for our long-term future. So starting up an industry isn't easy. So you don't have the people necessarily in the places you need them. So Irving has invested a lot of time into developing those people. So it was really looking out long term. How do we get where we need to be to support these Canadian service combatants? And we're really starting to see that come together with local people, bringing people as necessary. But we've really gotten to the point we've started to see the benefits of all those career developments we've had over the last 5 years.
Yes, and as well, you are working closely with the Navy.
Yes.
So could you tell us a little bit about your influence with the Navy and everything else with that?
Sure. So when I moved to production about a year ago, one of the key things that we wanted to do was to really strengthen that relationship with our customers. So we invited them inside our planning, our progress, exactly where we were. So we wanted them to be on the ship. We wanted to walk the systems with them. We wanted them on sea trials, and we really wanted to make them part of the journey. So we didn't want to hold back and try to present to them, this is where we're going to be. We've really involved them in all of our challenges and all of our successes. And we really saw when we delivered our third Arctic Patrol ship that really made a difference in the delivery of that ship. So we saw a lot more trust and relationship building amongst the on-site teams. We've really seen an improvement in our relationship with the customer. So I think that's really important to foster as we move forward towards CSC. It's a partnership between us and between our customers, and to be as open, as honest, share our successes, share our challenges, and we'll be better off for it.
Yes, and CSC, what does that stand for people who might not know?
Right, so it's the Canadian Surface Combatant, so we like to use a lot of acronyms in shipbuilding and in the Navy in particular. So it's our program, it's going to be building our most complex Canadian combat ship in history, up to 15 of those, and they'll be starting before you know it.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I am so happy to have you here, and I know you're a very busy lady with so much going on, and thank you for being an inspiration to many. Being a woman in a leadership position, it's so inspiring to see what the future could hold for younger women as well. So thank you very much.
Thanks, it's very kind.
Thank you.